and welcome back to Going Medieval. We are getting ready for the wars. When we last left off our intrepid little village, we had been building up the front gate and the massive guard tower. We've recently defended against a siege that was a huge success. Hey, cut that out. You guys start fires in the lake. The lake is like on fire there. Today our big goals are going to be about building up our castle here. I want to add 2 more floors on this. And then we're going to try to build up our armory as much as we can so that we can get ready to go out into the world and fight bandits. We do have some violent extortionists showing up. They want our settler Kathleen. Yes. Ain't that correct? And you guys have dropped off a bunch of salt. This is the mysterious gift. We don't actually have salt on this map, so I am tempted to get that. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I will send half pint out to this negotiator because he is nearby. I just tell him to get lost, and we're gonna get beat up. We'll have a nice early getting beat up this morning. So, that's a really big hole in the middle of my castle. We have been digging out the lower levels down here, and I see that it has caused another massive cave-in while I've not been paying attention. So let's get our beams. Bonk. Let's get our beams back in place. I'm here for Kathleen's head, quoth the knight, bowing as deeply as her armor allows. I've quested for a year and a day. And I don't know, man. Your crowd's not that bad. Neutral and hostile. Circle of Babylon gets minus 100 alignment. I mean, really, we're making everybody upset at us because we just don't really care. We're happy to fight as many people as we can. You need a limestone wall. And you need a limestone wall, and you need a limestone wall. This jail is almost finished. Or, well, at least it's almost built. Yeah, it has caused a just massive cave-in of everything here. It's a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Whew. Boy. They didn't take long to show up. And they are actually wearing real gear. Look at this guy. He's just wielding like an entire battering ram. That is a battering ram, isn't it? Sick. That rules. I do hate that the enemy has access to all these things that I feel like we don't. You know, I know javelins we do, but this like giant warhammer, we can't make that. That's not a tech that we have. They're also really close. So I tell you what, we're going to get ourselves in position right away. I think. So, ring the bell. Ring the bell. You didn't get drafted. You don't have a weapon. Are you any good at any combat? Marksman 9. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Warbow sturdy. Can you use that? You're set to range. Something tells me a warbow is got some sort of rules like requires 10. Jareth is rocking a sturdy short bow, even though he's one of my best archers. Dong, da dong, dong, da dong, dong. We'll get everybody set up, ready to rock. Jareth, you can get back up there. Kathleen, I want you to wake up and grab this bow. Now, Jareth, you're actually not my best shot. Though I can't remember who is. I think Dr. Sean is currently our best shot, which is comical. You are pretty damn good at 19, though. So I think I'm going to put you on the top floor. We'll put plus, who is not drafted. We'll go there. Vaniti can go there. Next floor down, we'll toss Half Pint and Gerard. I feel like Eintroll should probably go there to guard the gate. And then all of our melee homies. We're just going to come right here. Now, Paul actually only has a dagger, so he is going to hide in the church. He is going to hide in the church. And Maslik also, like, hates fighting, so I'm going to pull you out. Well, maybe I'll make you an emergency fighter. Hiding, yes, yes. How do you become war fodder? We have to have someone to name. Which Kathleen actually does not have a name. So if you wanted a name, you can redeem one. The exclamation mark name command actually does not work currently. All of you are not on hold ground. This feels like it is not working as well as it normally does. Pony, I'm going to put you there. Olivia, I'm going to put you there. Maslik, you're going to go there. I'll just kind of hold the door at the moment. Maslik, I do wish that they would change this system because it feels like it's very bad. The fact that every time you move, it cancels the hold ground. Fierce Marauder Ricard is dead. You know what? I guess just put you guys all on charge at this point. Chio is gotten real hit here. This is easily our worst fight. Jester is unconscious. Chio is unconscious. Jareth, I don't think you can hit anything where you are right now. Beniti, I'm going to put you up here. Half Pint, I'm going to put you up here. Dr. Sean is unconscious. This is our worst fight by far. A lot of our gear is breaking. Pony Girl is dead. Wait, I must confess, was her last words. A fierce marauder heard Pony Girl's curse as the blow did not connect. Dude, what is happening here? Can you stab people? Can you guys shoot people? I feel like we have done a real abysmal job getting any of these kills right now. You guys are trying to run out to get your fights. Maslik is unconscious. All of my armor is breaking. Livy is dead. Who is even left alive on this front line? Not a lot of them. Chrissy, you better, like, get out here. It's only... Guys, what are you doing? Shoot them! You're all standing there, just, like, looking at everybody. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Another archer down. All of you better get up to this top floor. And I think probably stand on this side. Okay. So whenever someone comes up right now, they're going to have to, like, fill them with arrows. Obviously not working very well. Vaniti's longbow just broke. Plus is dead. How did we lose this fight so badly? Guys, I might actually have to roll this save back. I'm not sure. What an unmitigated disaster of a morning. All of our armor broke in the middle of this fight. This is the big thing that I'm getting out of this. Turktopia lost 5 people. What happens with this if everyone is dead? I think we gotta reload this save. I think I'm gonna reload this save. I think that's too many people to lose when we're this close to the end game. You know? We definitely got to relook at what we're doing here. Because that's... Holy smokes. Are we safe scumming? Perhaps. Or are we just remarkering the video and pretending like it never happened? Also, perhaps. I think that might be the way to do it. We just pretend like it never happened. YouTube doesn't know. Only you guys know this way. It's nice and easy. It's nice and breezy. No problem. All right. Well, I guess let's remarker that and restart. We don't have time for this. Line of sight on the archers, I think, is exactly it. Yeah. Hello and welcome back to Going Medieval. We are continuing on with our build today as we build up the lower castle walls, the lower castle itself, and secure our defenses, secure our armory and everything else. We definitely haven't had to reload a save here this morning due to getting absolutely immediately destroyed in a fight that just wiped our entire colony out. Perhaps these violent extortionists who just show up asking for Kathleen... I'm not gonna go talk to them. They're really far away. I'm just gonna let them stand around, see what's up. We do have a rename for Kathleen. I just saw pop up for Noroth in the chat, so we're gonna let that one go, and we're gonna see if we do okay against them. Are you set already, Noroth? I think you are. Yeah, we all did all that. One thing that Noroth does not currently have is a bow that they can use. So I need to switch some bows around. Jareth here is currently using a short bow instead of, say, this awesome war bow. So I am going to wake him up in the middle of the night and have him go grab that bow. And you know what? I'm actually going to make 2 longbows. Just for good measure. Just for good measure. So... it has occurred to me that fighting inside the Bailey is not very good because our archers can't actually shoot anybody that comes in here. Now that is solvable if I just add windows. So perhaps that's what I have to do here. Or, realistically, I just fight outside of there. But I do like the idea of adding in some limestone block windows. Especially because we can do the curved ones. We'll have to change their variation after they're built. But so, if we're fighting things, we gotta fight it. We gotta fight it outside. We gotta put our melee line here. So that the archers can actually shoot things. And not just get punked on. It's the 8th reload. It's not been that bad. We just had to do 1 little reload. Get an achievement if you kill an enemy with the gate? Really? I need mechanical components. And I can't make those. Correction. I haven't been able to make those. But Noroth, who's currently cutting trees, can make them. Not enough resources. Because you're only making it out of iron. I'll let you make it out of steel. We have basically an infinite amount of steel, so. Here you go. Crafting metal item. I believe you got that bedroom too, right? Yeah, you did. Huh. Noroth's last name is Smith. Very apt, considering that they are a blacksmith. We're pulling a bit more limestone out of here. With those mechanical components, we're also going to be able to make these ballista, which have just insane range. I do wonder about like putting some archers on here, depending on where we get attacked from as well. I've kind of just been putting everybody in this tower right now, and I do wonder whether or not that is the right idea. I wouldn't mind building the moat today as well. We've talked about doing that previously, and I think that that would be a fun little idea. We're gonna need the drawbridge for that, which is mechanical components. Do we have the fancy fences? We have wicker gates. We have wicker fence. We do have fancy fence. So I tell you what, we're also going to build a proper looking bridge. All right. We have 2 hours until the attackers show up. Quickly before they do, I just want to design this bridge. Blocked by slope. Oh, yeah. Would you look at that? I didn't even know there was a slope there. We're going to have to get rid of that. Because I have an intention here to say bridge with wooden floors. Here, 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 and here. And then wooden fences. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tack, tack. And tack, 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 tack. Right? Make ourselves a nice little A nice little bridge here. And this way, when we dig out the moat, it doesn't interfere. Quite the same. Jester, hello, good morning. Ah! Wow, you nailed that lightning strike. Right on top of the gate. Is that going to spread? I guess it's raining. You did like 60 points of damage. That was not a small amount. 16 enemies have appeared. They have appeared on the far hill. That's good for us. So, we don't have much in the way of rally points figured out yet. We do got to start building more of those. Which, all they cost is wood. We should really set more of these guys up. But that'll be in the future. Right now, ring the bell. Ring the bell. Everybody here is meant to get drafted. Paul is the only one who actually doesn't fight. We toss him in the church for safekeeping. Dunga 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 dung. And then we're just going to say all of our archers right now just get on top. Oh, that was not the time for a fence breach, dudes. Thankfully, it is the internal gate. Unfortunately, a bunch of these domestic chickens just all come running out regardless. Is this my melee squad up here? Okay. That's Paul running that way. That's Plus going up top. Okay. Don't stand on the crenellations because I don't think they work as cover if you do that. Beniti, go there. Okay, so all of our archers have very good ground. Top-notch ground, I would dare say. We're missing somebody. Christy. Perhaps. Would that work? I wonder. Maybe something like that's the better choice here. Just create like a little box formation so that if they come in, they've got to fight us that way. Maslik is like, this guy hates fighting. Gonna switch him out with the doctor because the doctor is pretty good at fighting. Okay. Thankfully, them also being up in this hill means that their move speeds seem to be like pretty different. So they are getting staggered a lot more. They're all taking different paths to come down. It's one of the best possible things that can happen for us. Archers? Should you not be shooting him by now? Kind of wondering, have I built them an incredible cover system here by planting this massive forest? And I'm starting to see now that, yes, probably I have. So I do think that we need to say, like, shrink shrink. Probably to there. That seems to be the range at which that guy is willing to come out, so... Well, we are not doing very good against this dude, I'll tell you. We spend all this time training our archers, and what do? Mostly just get slapped. Dr. Sean has stepped out. Keep him back on whole ground. Spike traps also very good. They slow down the enemies a lot. Can be used more than once. Yeah. We got to start using some more traps for sure. Normally, our archers have been, like, killer. That's funny. If you put them on hold ground, they will actually not hold ground. They will come out if they start getting shot. Here come the big two-handers. These are the guys that are truly scary. Okay. Took some nasty hits there. Where the hell did they all go? They're all going wide. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So maybe we can do a little rotate. Get them as they come in instead. I'm still worried about these big two-hander guys. So Chio's armor, his golden armor has been destroyed. Which, as you can imagine, not really a good thing to have happen. Chio's buckler has been destroyed. So Chio, you're just using a flail and you have like no other armor. Christy has gained the perk Punch Drunk and turns 55. What is that? If you share alcohol with Christy Marie, expect a black eye or worse. She is an angry drunk. I can't wait for her to come and chat. She's not going to be pleased about that. Your golden armor, no! Yeah, I guess it turned out it wasn't very good. Dr. Sean's buckler got destroyed. The buckler's getting destroyed is actually pretty good because we have a bunch of better shields. This went much better. Everybody's friends, they battled together. Dr. Sean blocked the most hits. Meslick took the most damage. And Plus was the bravest, dealing the most damage to the foes. 13 sworn enemies died. Are we still fighting them off, though? Looks like it. Chase them down, lads. Fill them with arrows. Bonk them with your sticks. And unring the bell. Drafted. Idle. Dong. Well, that's right. I guess we put a rally point here. A mysterious gift from the Justing Jester. We've got linen cloth. I think we're doing pretty good on that. Yeah, we are. Look at the amount of books we have. This is not good. This is not. That won't do at all. Oh, this is, of course. We had a whole breakdown. We had a whole breakdown happen with our jail down here because of what we were building. But it does seem like those are the last pieces we need to do. So we can put in our 2 wooden beams and we should be able to finish this up now. Yes, sirree. Yes, we can. And then we can get all the rest of that back up. Now, nobody is going into the infirmary. Did we take so little damage that that's the case? I don't think that's true. I have no plate armor and no great. Well, I definitely need at least one more plate armor. Because we did lose a bunch of that. Bucklers I don't need anymore. Shields I do. I'm gonna make like at least 2 more of those. Couple of fence breaches, but they'll get fixed up. Whatever do you mean much better? Surely this was the first try? This was definitely the only try that we did of that fight. We definitely didn't have anything else happen. Why cold? Summer clothes. Are you only cold? I'm gonna make 2 winter clothes. Which I guess I'm going to make out of wool. I guess it doesn't really matter who makes that. The tailors should automate it anyway. The good tailors. And, yeah, we are making mechanical components. Mostly out of steel, but that's life. We survive on that. Castle's looking good, by the way. Thank you. We're going to build it up today. I'm just trying to finish up this keep. Sean's mace has been destroyed. Dude, all of our gear is just absolutely... We really shouldn't have stuff... decomposing. Like, the soldiers are not meant to wear anything that's less than 50 HP. But I am realizing that I bet weapon profiles are the same issue. So we're going to have to add new weapon profiles to say soldiers. These are going to allow for yeah, I guess any of this stuff. Cudgels and bludgeons I don't really want. Knightly swords, I don't know how to make that. Maces, military picks, hatchets, warhammers, flails. Will not do. Reinforced flails we will. No bucklers. No bone shields, but the rest will allow for. Okay, and then we'll say we're gonna have to say like longbowmen. Let's just say longbows. And then the idea for this is like, I think crossbows, heavy crossbows, war curved longbows. Anything that's like 10 plus. And marksman can have this. 9. You're almost there. You're a longbow. You're a longbow. This way we're also starting to like divvy up our ranks of troops a bit better. And then I guess like the two-handed people, why don't we call them knights? If we have soldiers and knights. And I want to say like long swords, great swords. No berdishas, no war forks, bill hooks, great axe, two-handed hammers, two-handed flail. Probably not battering rams. And I didn't do any of these to 50%. So let's make sure that that's all edited as well. Because the last thing I want is these people using garbage gear and having it break down when they go into fights. Longbows. Because also anything that's under 50% HP automatically gets destroyed. Okay. Oh, that feels better. But I do feel like we're missing a lot of gear. Two-handed people, imagine only having one hand. Shocking, right? Having so many people with one hand that two-handed people automatically become knights. I guess realistically the other thing I would flip on this is we should probably do another variant of this called knights. And I should save the plate mail for them. So I don't want them wearing mail helmets. I do want them wearing plate armor, which I didn't realize I didn't even have equipped as an option. So here I've been making plate armor. And it's not even been allowed. That feels smarter. So Livy and Christy are my knights. They gotta fix the scrolling in these menus. It does not work very well. Okay, and I also probably have to turn them on forced unequipped to get things sorted, but it's baby steps, babies. Furnish's are two-handed, yeah, but they're just like really, really basic. And we can make better gear than that. And we have an insane surplus of steel, so. Like, short swords I probably shouldn't be making. Two-handed maces and regular maces I do make. Let's say anyone with smithing 10. Oh, which is the case anyway. Anyone with smithing 10 here as well. Two-handed mace and a regular mace. There we go. There we go. Portcullis. Oh my god. Almost built. This is only going to be Paul here, and then this rally flag up here, which is not actually done, will be all the archers. I love being able to just hit the bell. Oh, this is really funny. Because all these Merlins provide a tiny bit of roof, all the animals are sleeping at the base of the tower. That's funny. Furnish's can be used out of the second row, so they can still be good when you have several melee units. Really? I've not noticed that, but that's not to say that's not the case. You think? Okay. Interesting, interesting. Watching with popcorn? Yum. Oh, my dudes. Forgot about this part. 16 enemy corpses. I think the gravesite might have to get bigger. 1, 2, 3. That's in the wrong spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What did I say? 15 corpses? 16. 2 more. It's a lot of bodies. It's a lot of unmarked graves. At some point, they'll be rotated and we'll start digging them up and then letting them do their thing. But who needs wound tending? Thankfully, we have doctors for that kind of thing. Egg. Should be the same for any polearm, yeah. Can't we do mass graves? Shockingly, no. There are no mass graves. I'd love to start putting down things like these metal traps. But I think we're gonna have to be a little careful on this. This door is locked to everybody. Keep open. Would summon go open the portcullis? Ding! Nice. I actually have a thought about building a second row of walls out here so we can put gates outside the portcullis. Because I thought that would be kind of cool and also realistic. But, you know, I'm not in a rush. Warbows. Sturdy warbows. Let's actually urgently haul that one. That's good plate armor made out of steel. I'll also grab that. Most of this is junk. Iron, iron. Sturdy warbow. You're still good. Bunch of flimsy helmets. Yeah, most of that's just going to get broken down. Keep marking that stuff. I don't know where we are in limestone. It's like 196 out here, so... Realizing, I guess this stuff here we can't get to. So we'll move a little iron out of the way. Gold vein. Always a pleasure to see one of those. Jareth, I did see you summon that lightning strike. Thankfully, it's in the middle of nowhere. Ferocious wildlife. Known to gather around plague, pestilence, or full grain store, the rat problem could not be ignored. And a bunch of tallow. Sorry, where are those rats? Oh, they're way out here. That's a lot of rats. I guess that tallow is the gift? Yes. Not something I need. Rats are thankfully one of the better wildlife because they don't actually seem to be able to attack anybody. Feels like they don't have it figured out. I feel like we're also extremely good on wood right now. We are extremely, extremely good on wood right now. And these forests are like completely cut down. I might shift the forest just out to here. Seems like that would be the more reasonable option for us. I also feel like it's currently taking a lot of time. Oh, here come the rat swarms. Yeah, they're eating like everything they can get their hands on. Thankfully, all of our people are set up to be like, our archers are neutral, our soldiers are all aggressive. So if they try to fight anybody, they'll get some whomping. Okay, I also need more mail, it would appear. You telling me we don't have enough steel for this? What happened to all of our steel? Did we make it all into mechanical components? I think we did. Well, it's not like we have a shortage of iron and coal, so just let them rock. We can summon lightning? Yes, every couple of minutes. Do I think this game is fun? Yes, absolutely, Jokum. I've been absolutely hooked on it for the last week. I'm having a great time with it. Think we are a bunch of war criminals? Kind of like strategy Minecraft? In a weird way? Yes. 3D medieval RimWorld, yes, yeah. A Geneva checklist mod. There are some really cool mods. I actually was looking at the mod pages because it's all on like Steam Workshop. They did Workshop integration, so I was looking through some of the Workshop stuff the other day, and it's quite nice, honestly. They've got some really good selections. Most of it is things like different roof tiles, different decorations, so you can make your, you know, castles and buildings just like look a little bit nicer, a little bit more how you want them to. A lot of it is decorative stuff that doesn't necessarily like change the gameplay. How are you wounded again? Broken leg. Ooh, yeah. That'd do it. All the wolves on the map are trying to eat all those mice. So we can mark the rest of those graves, and we should finish burying all those settlers. All those raiders. Definitely we're hitting the point now where the raids are getting heavy duty. Okay, this is also fixed now. So I am wondering, can I rebuild my library here? So I can put my books somewhere? Also, I guess my jail should be rebuilt. Not that we seem to ever capture anybody, but at least the basics of it should be redone. So there was thought about turning all of this into expanded jail and turning all of this into the treasury, and I think that's what I'll do. I do have some question, which is like, do I want to keep people in the jails together? These are pretty tiny cells. But I think that would be all right. Oh, no, the cells need to have 3 for beds. I keep forgetting about that. 1, 2, they need to be 3 wide. I mean, that is just a torturously small cell. Also, that actually needs to be there. Told myself I was going to do all the corners. All right. So maybe I'll just do like one big jail. And then this can be like the jailer's office. Well, if we're going to do this, we might as well do it along that beam that already exists. Right? And we'll do a wooden door. Actually, we will do barn doors, reinforced doors, grated door. We'll do a grated door there. And then a reinforced door here. And then when all that's said and done, we can move everything else down. All right. Does it have a mod to make everyone into goblins? Not that I've seen, but I do feel like that wouldn't be the hardest mod to make. What difficulty is this? I tried Pioneer. They attacked me with 19 people while we have 7. I have no idea. I actually didn't see difficulty settings when we made the game. So I'm assuming we're on whatever difficulty. We're on standard difficulty? Where everything is at just like 100%, the base difficulty? Real talk, I had been wondering about whether there were difficulty settings. Started a lone wolf game just now. I guess I should have made my character a cannibal. He's not very happy about the butchering, cooking, and eating part. I mean, always a good idea, you know? Cannibalism, always a solid option. You can't knock it. What do we need to build in here next for research? We don't have any more theses. We could make beer. We could make oil. We could make preserved food. You know what? I'm going to grab research 3 because we're about to expand the library. Right? Dude, why won't you let me place that? Oh, because that beam is still there, is it? That beam that you won't let me select. So how do I get rid of that beam if I'm not allowed to select it? Deconstruct? No, because then you try to deconstruct 3 Z levels up. Ha! Streamer watching playing Stellaris. He got a bug, so over 10,000 research points. Yikes. I have a feeling I know what that clip is. Get me out here condoning cannibalism. Real talk, I am not sure how to delete this beam unless building this wall does it, which it did not. Huh. If I build a door, build a wall, will it get rid of it from overwriting? That looks like a maybe. Doing it with wood because it's the easiest to access. The most accessible. Library. Oh, okay. I do need those bookshelves back. So we'll tack them back in. And Zoinks, hello, by the way. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully this will help me get some of these books out of the stockpile in here, because this place has gotten really overloaded. Also, like, mega chunked up on iron right now, but... I still feel like steel is the more important thing there. So, you're getting resources for construction. Okay, you're trying to finish that. You are hungry. So you're taking a little snack break at the picnic table. Okay. Now you are filling your food pouch at the kitchen. Now you are going to bed. Dude, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Are you biphasic? No, you are. God damn it. Hey, the keep is done. The keep, the tower. Six out of 10 and 4 out of 10 for mechanical components on the ballistas. All these animals are just wildly spreading into my farmland and eating all my food. Nobody is putting any of the stuff on the shelves. So I think all my seeds are starting to rot. You're suffering from cold. You're wearing mail helmet and plate armor. But you're not wearing any winter clothes. Maslik, you are forced into summer clothes for reasons I don't comprehend. Also, it's autumn. I didn't think it would be that cold here, but let's make some more winter clothes. Man, remember when my idea was to fill all of this with armor racks so that we had places to put all of our gear, and instead it's just being filled up with books because my library is completely overflooded? Why is this flooded? Are you absolutely kidding me? This flooded because there are dirt bricks in the middle of the room that haven't been mined yet. That's the stupidest goddamn thing I've ever seen. Chester, what did you leave me? You left me 73 caps made of cat. No, you left me. Oh my god. Oh my god. You left me 375 hats made of cats. This is outrageous. Bad hats. Set the clothes until make until you have X. If doesn't count the equipped ones, so you would always have some in the stockpile. Yeah, the problem is that they keep making them with like bad quality. So I was doing that because I had to like manually do it for a while. Though I have them breaking down everything that's bad quality now, so it might actually work. You might actually be correct. Let's set them to 2. Nobody really wears hats anymore. And these rugs. That just said I had 47 rugs. That doesn't feel like it could be possibly correct. Okay, I don't want overflowing iron nuggets, coal, wood, sticks, gold, silver. I don't want any of this overflowing into here. Salt? Okay, I'll allow. I also don't want any of this stuff. That I'll allow. That I'll allow. That I'll allow. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, because all the bricks and stuff are meant to be stocked here. Very high, very high, very high. Low. So if there's any bricks, I want them to be seen in that stockpile. How are we doing on our renown? 42, 41 for Oak Brethren. Honestly, at this rate, Oak Brethren is going to be what wins us the game. Not really what I anticipated, given our massive church to the restitution, but I'm still hoping we can gear up and go hunt military camps. That's over 700 cats killed for caps. That's a war crime. That right there, that's a war crime. You know, I'd love to expand this in out one row so that people could walk around this table properly. I can't imagine what it would do. Hey, one of our paintings. It's a guy eating while the entire room is on fire. Classic. I think that's the first painting we've made. Yeah, look at this. We have another one, though. Let's hang that bad boy there. I love that we have people making paintings now. That feels very, very good. Very medieval. These guys are digging all this, but obviously I want them to finish digging this damn stuff. I'm not sure why it has taken such a backseat in priority. All right. Prison. Marker. Prison. No. Prison. Food. Prisoner stash. Wicker beds for the prisoners. And then what I think we're actually going to do down here is go limestone walls to here and here. This grated door is going to get destroyed along with a lot of these wall pieces. What I have to do here is like not have this broken again. We have fancy reinforced doors, so I feel like to the armory, that's what that should be. And, man, it is so damn hard to see sometimes. What is on, like, what floor? Like, what floor am I looking at here? Why am I seeing stuff from so many different levels at the same time? Game? I don't want that floor. I want this floor. Yes. Get rid of that. That. Emona. That piece. That piece and... You know what? I might just leave, like, both of those pillars there. Maybe just that one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And I hope that that does not collapse the upper floor again. I'm trying to do this from, like, the ground up. So that when things collapse, they collapse in a reasonable manner. You know, when we inevitably screw them up. Beggars are incredible because they leave us maps. So... as soon as he comes down... Half Pine's gonna go chat to him. One contribution to today's stream. Have fun, everybody. The birth of the It's Fine meme. That painting? Yeah, that's definitely the medieval It's Fine meme. Alright, you're gonna go talk to him. And Mona, you're gonna come say hi to everybody in the chat. Oh, Mona time. Hey, big sleepy girl. Newton, thank you for the gift. Flooding can also occur with the dirt floor. I do believe all the floor is stone, but probably not because we've been digging it all out. I'll have to take a look. Moni. Lightning strikes. That was one of the closest lightning strikes we've had. It hit the lake. The pond? The pond. Where's this beggar? What is he doing? Why is Half Pint not going to talk to him? He's gone. Did he leave? What happened here? He just walked across the map and then left. He never actually stuck around. I don't know what you left me. Aha. Meat pies. How come I can't make meat pies? That seems like the kind of thing I'd like to know how to make. That feels like a recipe that should be under cooking. All I can make is lavish meals. There's all this food that I'm like, there's all sorts of items in the game that you don't seem to have any way of unlocking as a player. Which is just shocking and confusing to me. And I hope that one day we can figure that out. And get fancy bookshelves. Okay. This has got to be almost done. This is all dirt floor. You are correct in that, actually. So I can make it generic limestone. And I will. What are you doing, dude? Why would it apply to this floor? Like, obviously not the floor I'm doing anything on. We're going to do the 4 beams here. Just for safekeeping. Though it does not look like anything imploded. So, this cartography table can now be moved down here. We can also put down a war table down here. What I'll do is I'll relocate this chest. And then I'll put the war table there. It'll all make sense. It'll all make sense eventually. Just feels like this is the right spot for the war table to go. And then the limestone block walls up here to finish the library. And we'll do a nice, simple, basic door. Just to keep things nice. We'll tear out all these walls when that's done. Actually, I was gonna say, I think we can tear them out beforehand. But I don't want to screw up our beam here. Our gifts, more hats. Love how Mona's always like, don't pick me up. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Quit scritching me there. Yeah, it's very funny. That's been her whole life ever since she was like first rescued. She used to hide under the bed and I'd have to crawl under. I'd crawl under the bed every day, twice a day, and pet her while she hissed at me. And she was always like, no, don't touch me. Hiss, hiss. But then she would be like, yes, scritch, scritch. I love the scritches. There was always something just so comical in it. So I guess until this room has floors, it's not a room. When is a room not a room? Well, at least like everything else in the colony seems to just be kind of humming along. You're making milk, you're making food, you're butchering animals. What's this? Trophy. Yeah, make one. I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a thing we could do. Obviously, we have to go hunt something now. Perhaps this sheep. Perhaps this grizzly bear. Nah, I'm just kidding. A buck would be ideal. But there's only deer. You know what? I'm gonna set you to hunt one of them anyway. I want my trophy. Chat's full of cat-eating monsters today. I know, right? Cats are friends, not food. Going by the game, they are also hats. No, you're not a hat, Moni. Don't worry. I said that and she looked right up to me like, what do you mean I'm a hat? Yay. So this is the prison. Did we ever unlock prisoners desk? I don't think we did. Did we? No, furniture 5. Prison warden's desk. The royal bed is also there, so let's do that next, seeing as we have a, you know, warden's room. And a prison. And then this must qualify as an armory right now. Put the war table in here. Along with perhaps a candelabra. I think an iron brazier as well. We got this little tuck away spot. Feels like it's a good spot to be sticking these guys into. All right, let's get rid of these walls and watch the ceiling collapse. Aha, so if I go the floor above and double click through the floor, I can select an iron beam. Now, also if I do that though, I no longer have floors, and I am correct in saying that one of those beams is important. So I have 2 questions here. I need an advanced research table, and it is huge. Hoog. What if I put it there? Allow for a limestone block wall, and then wooden beams. Here and here. Perhaps even one here. I'd have to move this. But that would be doable. Where putting this would be a good idea, though. This thing is really big. Yeah, this thing is really quite big. I think I'm gonna have to relocate this to here. Kind of thinking like this, because I assume people could walk around it if they're just walking through his like research space. I don't feel like I have added room for a single bookshelf in here. Like a chicken, you dunk a chicken in boiling water to get the feathers to fall out. Defeathering a chicken is also like not a very complicated task. You basically just pull against the grain and the feathers all pop right out. So talking about eating cats is some kind of rule. The bats can't take me alive. They'll never catch me. I could put this here and actually then just delete that and put that door here instead. It is perhaps the silliest place for that door to be. Or I could put it here, and that would actually make even more sense. Because then it could actually open against the wall. And so instead of putting that there and there, I could put it here. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm going to go with that. This is still confirmed chaos. But it's slightly better. I have to build a planetarium in here as well. I do not know where that's going to go, homies. Fire! Up on the hill. And Jareth is sending us some alcohol. But it is way, way, way up on the hillside, so... Sorry. Oh, our rally flag for archers is ready to rock. So I'm going to take that one as well. Okay. It does look like one of our archery... A couple of our armory stuff got destroyed, but that's okay. And then you need one more limestone block wall. And I'm going to relocate you to here. We also have these ornate bookshelves. Ah, and they can store textbooks. They can also store influential treaties. They're also used for Fellows Library. Oh, they're huge and beautiful. We're going to have to figure out where they go. So I think we'll do that. This place is crazy. Friendly visit from some settlers. I do think that ornate bookshelf could probably go here. Maybe that iron brazier could go there. That feels like a good spot for it. It'll get a lot of these textbooks off the floor as well. All right, merchant, do you want to buy 300 cat hats? You let me know, baby. Break the economy. Then call in the strike. They come in. They just sometimes they take a little bit. The economy is definitely a little wonky at the moment. Show me what you've got. You have alcohol. You got ass. You got beet seeds. I'm going to buy all of them. Cabbage seeds. I'm going to buy all of them. Carrot seeds. I'm going to buy all of them. You got tech. You got clay bricks. Compote. Damson saplings. You know what? I'll buy all of those as well because I don't think we have any of those. Same with apple saplings. Just in case. Flax seeds. I, for some reason, have 374. So I'm going to sell you 300 of these because they are taking up a ton of inventory. You have Greek fire. I have Greek fire as well, though. You have some sturdy headbands. You've got some herbs. I wouldn't mind buying those. You have some ice blocks. It's not yet winter, but I will buy 2 of them. You have some deer leather? I also wouldn't mind that. You have mulberries. You have quinces. You have silver ingots. I definitely want those. I don't have any access to silver. Walnut saplings, I'll buy those. Okay. I'm gonna sell you a bunch of farm animals. To start. Because, like, I don't need all this male chickens. I don't need these superior headbands. Or, I guess, these fine hoods. Like, I don't really need any clothing. I just need, you know, my armor. Gordo the chicken and Gordo the sheep. You can have both of those. I have a ton of gold. But you're not getting that. Do you want my dung bricks? No, we'll probably keep the dung. Deer carcass, decorative marble, curdling milk. I have a couple of sturdy crowns. I guess I could sell those. I do have cheese, so I am successfully making cheese. Sell these hats. I'm keeping this cow for as long as I can. Sell these hats. Sell that sheep, sell that chicken. With 600 beets. But it is like autumn. I have almost no cabbages. What do I have that is actually valuable? Decorative tile marble. Could be. Decorative tile marble is very valuable. It's also very heavy. Let's sell off all of that. You know what? I don't know what I'm doing with this Greek fire. Oh, and that was perfect. That literally evened it out. You'll accept that. You're playing, have you on the second screen? That's the best place to be. Well, no, it's not the best, but it's pretty great. Library. All right. We have officially rebuilt our library. We're going to put this ornate bookshelf in here now as well as an advanced research table. You're going to produce these forever. To be honest, $5, $10, $25. I wish I just knew exactly how much the maximum of handbooks I could possibly need to unlock everything in the tech tree was. Because I'd like to just build that. I guess I'll put a bookcase in here. I guess I will build a wall bookcase in here. Can I do that? I feel like that's cheating. No, yeah, it won't let me. This really didn't work. Because this stupid research table is so big, I don't think I added any additional bookcases. I tell you what, man, the armory, we could probably slap a few more down here. Spare room, good. Why is this not an armory? What are you missing? Or a treasury, I should say. Three chests are required. Well, I can make a bunch of you just out of wood. Like the war chest is down here. I'm happy to put some other ones in here as well. War table is kind of cool. Guys starting another fire out there. I see you. I see what you're doing out there. So that counts as a prison. This will be the prison warden's office. Which could also probably have bookcases in it, realistically. Treasury. Now we can have a broker. But nobody is available for that. That all requires limestone. So what's going on? We don't have any limestone. Christy, what are you doing there? Is it starving to death? I bet it is. Can't believe you dug yourself onto a single tile. Comedy. The absolute comedic effect. Bit of clay there as well. I'll pick that up. Just trying to help you get rid of the cat hats. No, I appreciate that. We're going to need a good fire to get rid of all of those. So at some point I need to start purging animals as well. Oh yeah, we were going to dig this out too. One might argue it's not too late. I don't know if that will collapse. Paul is leaving us a gift. I can't even tell what it is because there's so many cat hats here clogging up the whole area. I literally have no idea what you've left me. Like I don't know where it spawned. Is this it? Wood? No. That's from cutting down trees. I think we might have actually broken gifts. There's so much stuff here now that nothing else can fit, at least until all that decomposes. That's my theory. All right, and I'm actually going to put us on smelting iron ingots for a while because our iron has kind of gotten wildly out of control here. And I need it to make these mechanical components for the ballistas. We've picked up a lot of dirt. So if I want to add any additional grounds, we could also do that. Not really sure that I do. At least not yet. Fence breach. Fence breach is a dumb event. I don't find that to be like an enjoyable thing to deal with. Rather just like a stupid annoying thing you have to keep redoing. This is something that I would install a mod that just auto repairs fence breaches. I don't mind it happening. Don't get me wrong, but I do feel like if our people are noticing there is a fence breach, they should just be able to automatically fix it. Is that ornate bookcase sticking out through the floor here? My God, I think it is. Exchange fence by wall doesn't break down. Yeah, but I like the fences. They look nice. Did our bridge ever get finished? Ooh, kind of. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Mostly because I did not finish building the wooden beams on both sides. Now we can get rid of all that, and we'll have a fancy bridge. And as soon as we're done the ballistas, I'll queue up the moat. But not a moment beforehand. And the drawbridge. Lots of thumbs downs, lots of thumbs up. Never entirely clear what it's all for. I don't know if they're just like stating the state of everything. So what's going on? Winter clothing. Winter clothing. We don't have enough wool. But there is one winter clothes that's like ready to be worn. Okay, hold on a second. You have to drop that. You have to drop that and that. Get yourselves re-equipped. I hope. I still also appear to be short on chainmail. Oh yeah. I do believe that's correct. So I'm going to bump that up in the old priority queue there. You've got a two-handed flail. You've got a war fork. Can we also maybe get rid of these like bad two-handed weapons? Right? Like surely I must have... I have a long sword here. Like that seems like way better than a two-handed flail. Certainly way more badass. Winter has come. The animals are hungry. Well, they'll just have to be slaughtered then. That's it. The thumbs are talks between our people. Ah. So what is this waiting on? This is waiting on mechanical components, and that's just waiting on iron ingots. So I guess they're just waiting on, like, crafters. Which is generally what Chio does. But he is so busy making stone blocks right now. You know what? I'm going to say make this until you have 600. Because that is a full set of stone blocks. And then same deal here. Clay bricks, 600. Dung bricks, 600. What's a full stack of metal? 50? God, there's so many handbooks and stuff still in here. Also a ton of rugs? My dudes. I forgot that we made all these expensive wool rugs, and now all of our people are freezing during the winter. I wonder if there's some sort of lesson that could be learned there. Maybe, but I don't know what it is. Well, everybody gets a rug in their room now. Almost everybody. Cold snap. Well, good news. Everything's frozen already. Let's close all the damn windows in the entire town. Closed. Clay windows, closed. Limestone windows, closed. Closed. Clay furnaces on high. Limestone braziers on high. Iron on high. Yeah, see, this is the problem, is it doesn't go down the various levels. So if you can't physically see something because you're like not on that floor, it doesn't count. Which do be making life kind of hard. Infirmary inaccessible due to heat loss. And nowhere to really put a heater here unless I was to get rid of this shelf. Which is an option, but not one I particularly like. Now, this being said, technically, I could relocate all these medicine shelves onto that wall. So that there is more room. So I think I can make this work. It's time to get smoking. I mean, these rooms have to be 8 degrees in here. Wow, these cold snaps are cold. This is in the inn. Like, all of this stuff is on high. I guess, yeah, even you're on high and it's still only 5 degrees down here. It's only 12 degrees outside. Why is, like, why are my houses so drafty? You know? Most people can't even sleep in their bedrooms this time of year because of how cold it is. It's because it takes a long time to close all the windows. Somebody has to do that as a job. I see, I see, I see. Icy, icy, icy. You might also say, given the temperatures. What is this? I need 10 theses to unlock the warden's bench. Okay. Hey, we bought a bunch of silver. Silver means I can build a mirror, right? Did I unlock that? I sure did. Wall mirror. Wall mirror. Are you under like decorative shield rack? No. Are you under banner? Oh, I didn't know we could also hang banners on walls. That makes sense. Why can't I see this? Am I going crazy here? Are you under wall bookshelf? No. Are you under candelabra? None of these are places I would expect to find a silver mirror. I do have you unlocked. You are unlocked. Are you under leisure? You have to craft it. Aha. Well, that might explain something. Thou art correct, sir. Thou art correct. Pump it up. Pump those jams. Wall mirror. We bought that silver, so they should be able to do it. That's my hope. So you guys are waiting on iron. And this is like still, yeah, totally overloaded. So I am going to just also set up a bunch of bookshelves down here. Why don't we do it along here? Give the prisoners something to read. We can have kind of the warden shelf. We can have a heater right there. Probably have some more bookshelves here as well. See how many we need. We gonna see what we need first. So nobody's really working on this. Half Pint is hauling iron to a stockpile. No. Prioritize production. Resource unable to be delivered. Now, why would that be the case? Are you not able to do things because you've got steel ingots queued? That's exactly what it is. That right there is exactly what the problem was. There was no iron ingots to make steel out of, and because steel was half done, it was clogging up the queue, and they couldn't remove it to start building iron. So bit by bit, we don't get that figured out. I just want my ballisters. They're so close to being done. We even did manage to get our merchant scales out here for whatever good they do. Honestly, I think I'd like to put them in this room. Because this is the fancy room. And if this is where the broker hangs out to determine how much money we have. Livy is unconscious in a bedroom. Well, there are worse places to be unconscious. I have 4 idle settlers. Carpentry botany. Animal handling. Construction botany. construction. So what I am hearing there is you guys need a job. Right, because once the smelter is filled, there's not really anything else to do. Well, if that's the case... let's start building the next floor, baby. In fact, let's start building the next 2 floors. The snow seems to be having the same problem that the rain does, where it just like clips in and out. Some weird audio glitches occasionally in this game. Oak Brother in Renown. Little autosave. You'll build that staircase up. And then I guess really all these Merlins can... I want to make sure that all these floor pieces are put into place because I know that the floor piece is weirdly attached to walls. Like I couldn't lay them until all these Merlins were down. And I do feel like this pillar is likewise going to have to be continue to be built. Let it grow. And then at some point I should be able to come over here and say like, where is the wall mirror? I don't know. Who's meant to be making that? That's got to be Noroth. Hauling to stockpile. Production is assigned to another settler. Aren't you the one with 20 smithing? 23 smithing? Yeah. Oh, Maslik, Noroth. Here you go. I don't see the problems. Again, everything queued up differently because someone else was in the way. How are we feeling about these books down here? Wow, those filled up hella fast. I'm not going to relocate these, but I am going to build more. I like the idea that the prison warden's room is also just full of books. There's something strangely charming about that, I think. Actually... just do that one side. Fire! Ah! Jareth! You hit the Temple of the Oak Brethren! You heathen! No! You burned the shrine! Is this a sign from the gods? Have we been following the wrong path? Oh no. We've been building up Oak Brethren renown. But I'm starting to think now maybe that was the wrong idea. It's looking hot. It's looking hot, hot, hot. All right, I want all these Merlins gone. I'm already causing it to fall apart. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that would happen. Deep down in my soul. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it is weird how the floors are tied to walls. I guess you, and you will become a continuation of this window theme. Because, frankly, why not? Samesies here. Samesies here. Maybe there as well. You know, maybe also on the staircase. Why not? You know? Okay. So... with that determined, I'm also going to oak beam all of this. Is there a beam over here? I feel like there should be, but there's not. But that's okay. I guess that doesn't really need it. And then the top floor of this is going to be Merlin's. Which I am going to have to manually rotate a lot of based on what they auto chose. Yeah. I'm like, okay, all of these are backwards. You go that way, I gotta go that way. You guys are good. You're backwards. You're backwards. You're backwards. You're the wrong piece. Generally pretty good, the game is, with determining what's meant to be where, but the Merlins it seems to get kind of confused about. Maybe it's just, you know, maybe it's something I'm doing. But it is like, what is happening here? And then we are going to limestone block floor this. Now, what happened to those stairs I just built? Not allowed to be built. TBD. Okay. There's at least our scaffolding. Look at us go. Building a castle. Do you have new armor made out of gold? No. The gold is very precious. Precious. So I have not made you any new gold armor. I am trying to make more plate mail, though. Which hopefully if we can ever get through all of these piles of iron, will make sense. Does seem like now that we've closed all the windows, the rooms are starting to warm up now too. Still a lot of people suffering from cold. I guess because we don't have enough sheep wool. I hate how the pens just don't work. Like how some animals count as being weirdly domesticated, and like if they are born from a certain type of sheep, then they will no longer be pen sheep, they will be free-range sheep. I mean, ultimately it doesn't really seem to matter. Like, it's not like wolves are really eating them to death or nothing, but it just seems like a loss. Hey, how come the library windows are wide open? Pretty certain I had closed those. And what is this waiting on? Mechanical components. We seem to be really struggling to make those. I mean, he's down here. He's making them non-stop. And he makes them pretty quick. You need 10 silver ingots. Like, why aren't you making this? Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait. Wait. You're not making it because you already made one is the answer. This is the bard's mirror. So this has to go somewhere in the inn so that the bard can look at himself. I feel like on the way in to the inn is the right place. And I should let us level up the bird, which is fun. I need the gold armor for lore reasons. Listen, if we strike a big old vein, then I could allow it. Eintroll. Bard 1. Promote. Settler has their own private chamber. Don't you? Plus Eaton. Well, nobody lives here, so let's make this Eintroll's room. Eintroll. And it needs to be in your room. I guess that makes sense. Are you okay to sleep in this terrible room in the inn? I guess this is like the nicest room in the inn. Is that his room? No, that's Plus's room. Whoops. Eintroll, that's your room. Plus, this can be your room. Okay, fence breach. Eintroll is ready to be Bard 2. He will now be bad at animal handling. Well, he likes animal handling, so he'll figure that out. He needs a musical instrument shelf in his room and speechcraft 20. Good luck. Sure, I could put a musical instrument shelf in your room at the very least. Half-Pint, you're waiting on the prison warden's desk. Mazlik, you are maxed out. Plus, you are waiting on a library. Because I accidentally put holes in the library. Apparently I put a lot of holes in the library. Mabi. Guess we are going to have to do... this on all the floors again as well. So they all count as separate rooms. All right. I still can't build these stairs here. They have to be like that is why. No, they have to be like this. No, that wouldn't make it. Wait, yeah, that would make sense. No. Maybe just I gotta wait for some of those walls to get done. We go see that one chamber rule is only for giving out the roll. When you put them back into the chamber with multiple people, they don't lose the roll. Interesting. So you can just have like one fancy bedroom with all the things in it and just like shuffle it around as required. Would be kind of a funny way to do it. Okay, so this is the armory. We did lose some of our training stuff here. Which I think maybe under miscellaneous, under leisure, archery range. There's something really funny about putting all the practice dummies on the far side of the archery range. Like, in order to practice, you have to, like, cross an active archery range. These only cost 15 wood. I'm going to put a ton of them in. And then the sergeant's podium. Maybe I'll actually just put that like right there. We're gonna have the same deal with the iron heaters. Here. So I realized I gotta do one more of these. Whoops. Fix that up properly. We've made another piece of artwork. 5 pieces of artwork, it says. I just got an achievement. So I'm gonna keep slapping them down here. I want to see all of our memes come to life. Well, I guess where that bird had a mirror, we could put that. You're another rug. You're an iron brazier. Oh, I hope somebody just puts you up. Put a painting there. Probably be putting these paintings in like people's bedrooms, but I'm not gonna do that. I want them to be shared by everybody. Yeah, I guess if you have one there, we could put that on the next setup. So all this really needs now is floor. Right? And that armor should be done. Now, I still don't know what I got to do to get this up here. Like, it's refusing to let me build this staircase. What type of map is this? It's just one that we generated. Why won't you build here, man? It won't even tell me. I gotta assume it's because this limestone block wall isn't finished building. At least I sure as heck gotta hope that's the reason why. Which hopefully they can figure out. It is a... Sorry, it's a hill map. On... one of the fairly smaller size. So we managed to roll just this really nice river bend here, and I said I wanted to build the whole city kind of designed into this, which is what we've done so far. And it's been very satisfying. Also very defensible. We only had one fight we've had to reload on, and it's because we set our archers up really bad. How about a floor under the staircase might fix it? True. Generally, I was going to say generally it doesn't need it, but you know what? I think you are correct. I think it does need it. You know what else is really funny? Also, I'm building all of these floors with limestone, and it does not need that. Every other floor in this place is made with wood. So let's not spend that precious resource. And instead spend the resource we have a butt ton of. I suppose in theory it could be like a stability thing. Oh yeah, I guess it would. You know what? You're right. Because it would need that base. That's 100% what it is. You're right. I am dumb. Je suis le stupide. Now it's going to let me build it, no problem. Yeah. You got it. You used your brains that I could not. So I guess, seeing as this floor is already done, I'll let this level stay made of limestone. It is the armory after all, or the training room. This can be wood. And the top we will also do with limestone. Because, you know, it's the top of the castle. Perfecto. So now, we just got to chew through building that. I'm not in love with my window design here. But I think it's okay. I don't know what my other immediate fix would be, so... Right out those castle corners. Make it look all nice. Glammed up. Kind of want to just do like... at least match this on the bottom. Something like that. Same dealio here. Little designer touch, right? Boom, boom, boom. You double. You double, double. You spin it. Okay. That's a bit nicer. Well, with the ballistas on their way, almost done. The castle set up for its build. All we have to do now is dig the moat and gear up. And then we can start hunting bandits. So let's do that. As we finish up the castle and do the royal bedroom, we'll save that for the next episode. Come back and join us then.